Hey everybody, welcome to the show. No fancy intro this time. We're just going straight for it. Hello, my patrons. I'm going to talk for a little minute so that you guys can all get settled. Sometimes it takes a minute to find the stream and for it to go live on the page. So that's why I kind of kill time at the beginning. I don't want anyone to miss anything. And then I'll just read what your comments are so far, all the way from Minnesota. Minnesota sounds really good, David, right now because it's really hot in Jersey. It's like 90 degrees here. Wah! And I can't have the AC on while I'm doing the show because it would be too loud. Who else? Wisconsin. Nice. Hi, Jason. Ardsley. Hey, Jonathan Murden. I saw Jonathan the other night at Rockwood. Did my CD release show with Chris Luquette on guitar and Craig Aiken on bass and the basement of Rockwood Music Hall. And I was worried that no one would come. So I'm so glad that that was not the case. People did show up. It was a nice house. And Bill Laybourne's here. Bob from Tampa. Chelsea's here. Hi, Chelsea. George. Oh, George is from Tampa too. You know, in February, I'm going to be coming down to Florida. So we'll have to talk about that a little bit later. I'm excited. I'm filling in some dates. So if you have specific places that you want me to play, definitely let me know. So, yay, 74 in Michigan. Yeah, right now, Michigan sounds pretty good. Minnesota, all those places that in the winter are scary for me. Oh, let's see who else is here. Jason Pickens, yes. I gotta scroll down the other way. And Ed from Michigan. Awesome. You can hear and see fine, Mark. Great. Very cool. Minton is here too. Hi, Minton. Northern Minnesota. We have all the cold states tuning in today. That's funny. Oh boy. So I guess I can get started. Hey, Matt's here too. Awesome. And as soon as I find my, there it is. All right. So Cleveland, Ohio. Well, hello, Cleveland. I've always wanted to say that, so. I should totally do that, Chelsea. Oh, you ever think you're drinking water and it's seltzer? Oh. I'm going to tune this thing up because the heat is getting to it. So today, for the patron show, we are going to do a little bit of a different thing. You probably saw it in my little banner that I made. I'm trying to just focus myself a little bit because I do these shows for you guys and I try to pack in a lot, or I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And I don't know. I think I think we can step up the quality a little bit better. And it also helped me prepare new material. Like if I'm only doing 3 songs for the show, then I can start thinking about new songs to play and kind of focus in on them. So that's my goal with that. And I also want to get better at storytelling. So I'm going to tell you a little story. And the questions part, I have one of my friends backstage, as digital as it is. He's waiting backstage. One of my favorite patrons is back there, and I'm gonna pull him on screen at some point and have him ask me a question. And it may take a second for us to get the audio and make sure everything is, you can hear him, but I have questions for you guys too. So we'll try to keep it to just a couple questions, but and if you guys think of any questions you have for me, especially interesting ones. I shouldn't judge. Whatever questions you have are good. I also, conveniently, I was working so hard on the one song, I picked out a second song, but the third song, I'm still trying to figure out what it should be. So if you guys have a request, definitely put that in the comments while I'm playing the other one. And that'll decide. I mean, this is completely a dictatorship. I get to decide what songs, but I like listening. I like knowing what you guys want to hear. So if it lines up and it reminds me like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, I will do that song, then that'll be cool. All right, from Quebec. Oh, Richard. Yay. Canada. All right. Some of my favorite people are from Canada. I'd like to go back, I think. That would be fun. It sounds like that, what is that song? Anyway, that's not one of the songs I was thinking of playing. So, we'll start out with a song. And the thing is, I'm playing the New Bedford Folk Festival in about a month. And I'm on a stage where I get to collaborate with other people, other musicians. And there's a theme to each one of the stages. And this one stage has a theme of songs you wish you wrote. It's called Song I Believe in Yesterday or something, I don't know. But the point is, I have to play cover songs. So I was like, I don't want to just play the old covers that I know and have played forever. I want to learn some new ones. So here's some that I learned. I'll play the upbeat ones. All right, I learned this one by backing up Marcarelli a couple months ago. So the first one I'm going to do is Ophelia. Boards on the window, mail by the door. Why would everybody leave so quickly for Ophelia? Tell me, where have you gone? gosh. All right, well, I'm still working on that one. I got to memorize the words and where they go because it comes by pretty quickly in that song. But it's such a great song. Robbie Robertson wrote that for the band, obviously, and I've always loved that song. And it's so interesting. When I learned it to back up Marcarelli, I figured out I was memorizing the chords mostly because he was singing lead. So now I have to memorize the lyrics. But I was memorizing the chords and realized there's no minor chords in that whole song. It's all major chords. Really interesting. So for any of you guitar players out there, I think that's pretty neat. So that's the one song. Why don't we get a question from Biff? That part is going to be fun for me. So I'll give him a second just to make sure his hair looks good and he's all ready to be on screen. This is fun. This is fun for me anyway. I don't know. Yay. Oh, Power's Whiskey Vacation. Yes. All right. All right. Are you ready, Biff? We're going to do this. Here we go. There he is. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, you're there. I wonder if the people can hear you. That's what I'm wondering. Let me just make sure your settings are, yeah, I think I have to make your, nope, that's all good. Because right now you're coming through my computer. Maybe just the people can tell me if they can hear you in the comments. I like that shirt.
Hello, everyone from the great state of Texas.
Nice. The great state of, they're all saying yes. Awesome. Great. Yay. So you're coming from Texas. Which part?
Down on the coast, Beaumont area, right on the Texas-Louisiana border.
Nice. Nice. You got any rest stops in Beaumont?
We do.
You do? Okay, great. Yeah. So tell me, what questions do you have for me? Do you have any?
Well, I've kind of got two, if I can ask two.
Absolutely.
The first one would be for us aspiring dobro players.
Yeah.
Is there a guitar that you would recommend as a good entry-level guitar that would give us the sound we're looking for, and something that we could build our music on, I guess?
Right. Yeah, totally. I get this question all the time, actually, and I kind of want to start like hooking up with a company so that I can show people and like get one of those models and just kind of walk through it a little bit. I really like the gold tone dobros. I forget who is selling them. I think you can get them direct now from Gold Tone. It's kind of a lower budget model, but I played one for years and years and years. I got it set up well by a luthier, like checked out, made sure the cone was, the cone is underneath there, and that's what projects the sound. So you have to make sure that that's not bent or anything like that, because sometimes they wear out or they're bent or there's like a screw left in there. Sometimes there's just random things. So that's really what I would recommend, the Gold Tone. And the other idea is to just take a regular guitar, even like a beat up old guitar that doesn't stay in tune. Just take that and put a nut raiser underneath the strings. So you can buy this little, I think it's like $7 or something. And it's a piece of metal that sits right underneath the strings here at the nut. And you loosen the strings to slide it in. And it's got these little grooves for the strings to sit in. And it just raises everything up. So you'll put on a little bit heavier gauge strings, like the, I put on EJ 42s from D'Addario. It's just like a little bit heavier. And then you can kind of go to town using the guitar that you already have or just one that you weren't playing. And it's a really nice way to see if you want to switch over to dobro before you're investing. Yeah.
Okay, and so part two of that is, have you considered starting the Abby Gardner Patreon School of Music and offering music lessons to those of us that may want to come visit the great state of New Jersey and maybe do a week's vacation, spend some time with you learning how to play the dobro? What would the
Oh my God, I
possibilities there
love
be?
it. I love this, Biff. You're reading my mind. This is something that I have been trying to balance, even with the Patreon page here with you guys. A lot of people are coming for the music that I create and write and perform, and then now more and more I'm getting people that want to play the dobro, and they're coming to the page for that. So it's kind of like having two different audiences, and I am kind of considering either once a month putting up a post on this Patreon about the educational stuff that I'm developing, or just creating a whole another one that is all dobro lessons and tab and songwriting and all that kind of good stuff. So that's a really good question, and I don't have the answer to it yet, but it's something that I'm definitely thinking about, because I love teaching, and I think it's just so fun to get people started on dobro and show them what they can do, and just like see the light come to their eyes, you know. And the same thing with songwriting, when someone's like, oh, I can't write songs, and then, you know, I can change their mind in my classes, and that feels really great. It's so fun.
Well, you know, it's not an instrument I don't think that we can teach ourselves.
Yeah.
There are some instruments out there, and it's always discouraging to see a student try to start a new instrument and not get the training that they need from somebody that's passionate about the instrument like you are.
Yeah.
I had thought I wanted to learn to play the cello one time, and that was the biggest mistake of my life. I ran cats out of the neighborhood. So I really, really would like to have some dobro lessons from somebody that's passionate about the instrument as you are.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I actually do teach private lessons now, and that's something that I just posted on my website recently, but I'm not broadcasting it too much just yet. But I'm starting to take more and more students every week. But that, you know, that price point is a little bit more than a lot of people are ready to spend or that they need. You know, they may not need one-on-one lessons. I'm thinking about doing some classes, kind of like on Zoom, so that people can drop in and just learn whatever it is for that week that we're working on, and ask questions, and, you know, kind of say, am I holding the bar right? And I can kind of zone in on people and see what's getting in their way. Because yeah, you want it to be fun and exciting, and take some of the frustration out of it. Yeah, I'm with you, Biff. I think we're gonna get something together like that.
All right, thanks.
Well, thank you for asking. I love that, and thank you for being on stage with me. That's so sweet. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna go back to the songs. I'm gonna play the second song. Thank you for the questions, Biff. All right. There we go. And you can hang out backstage if you want. Being a little temperamental with this tuning. So dobro camp. Yeah, I am teaching some dobro camps this summer, but I think they might be sold out. Rocky Grass. And then in the fall, I'm teaching Rezo Summit with Rob Ikes and Greg Booth, and some amazing teachers down there. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, so I have been thinking about this one song that I just love from Sarah Bareilles, and in this cover song set that I have to do up at New Bedford, I was thinking, I should do something more familiar, more that, you know, one that people can sing along to or that they know well. But this is a song that I think people should know well. And it's nice to introduce people to new songs. And sometimes I just want to do what I want to do. So this one, it comes from her record called Amidst the Chaos. which is an appropriate title lately. And this is called Someone Who Loves Me. Could I rest here for a while, near that metal round your neck? St. Jude's wearing a smile, he wouldn't mind, I bet. I can't go face the world, my bones won't hold me up. So tell the saint of lost souls where to find me, softly sleeping here in the deep end, someone who loves me. You let me cry it out, 'cause you know that sometimes I can't stop, and still I'm seeking how to stand up when the bottom drops. The weight of all the world can blind me to its beauty, but every time I need to be reminded, I know you will, and say you're still someone who loves me. I try to push it down, but it comes back faster and harder. Tides are changing on a dime, and I'm just trying to keep my head above the water. Surrender's just a word until you try it out and see how hard it is to hurt with someone else around. I'm the worst I've ever been, afraid of almost everything. The skies are clear, but storms are always coming. Your gift to me is just to be racing for the winds I always summon. My home, my heart, thank God you are someone who loves me. I love that song so much. That's the first time I've ever played it for anybody, so that's fun. Oh boy, this is really, really fun for me. You guys still there? Yes, you are. Okay. I really get in my own world, you know? So that's a Sarah Bareilles song. If you just came in while I was playing it, it's called Someone Who Loves Me. And I think I'm going to play that at New Bedford Folk Festival. I can't wait to play it. Oh, and it's funny. Yesterday I was playing it in the original key that Sarah Bareilles plays it in, and in C, and that was in D. I have to sing a step higher than her, which I didn't realize I had a little bit higher voice. Who knew? All right. Well, we've had our 2 out of 3 songs. We had our questions from Biff. And I think it's time for a story. So this is actually a really good segue, because Biff was asking about teaching and learning and all of that kind of stuff. And I've always been really, really into school and learning of any kind. I love the feeling when my brain just starts, like something was hard and it starts to not be as hard. I start to understand it or do it faster or easier, or you know that feeling when it just changes, and I feel it in my brain when the connections are made. So some of you may know that I grew up playing classical music, and I really wanted to go to music school, but I didn't get in because perfection was just not my thing. And so that was kind of heartbreaking. But then after college, I went to school for occupational therapy, and I learned so much about learning, and that kind of informed what happened next. Because when I graduated college, I started playing guitar, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to have this big goal again. Getting back into music was, I mean, I was singing through college, but it was nerve wracking to think about going back into trying at something that had broken my heart in the past. So I was tentative, but I was really drawn to the guitar and to songwriting pretty quickly. I learned one chord and then I started writing songs. So this is what I did. I borrowed my dad's guitar, which was a classical, so it had nylon strings, really a lot easier on your fingers to learn how to play. And the fretboard's a little wider, so that was easier. But still, I needed some sort of framework. So I got a really good teacher. Her name is Senya Mack, and she still teaches up in Boston. She's incredible. And so that was part of the framework. But then what I did, my occupational therapy background came into play because I was really good at making short-term goals for people, other people. So I made some for myself, and I made an agreement. I was looking for the paper. I couldn't find it. But I wrote down this little contract with myself, totally nerdy, but I wrote down, I'm going to practice for 100 hours, not in a row, but I'm going to keep track of my practice, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, whatever. And I'm going to practice for 100 hours total before I decide if I want to play guitar or not. So that was my way of kind of putting off judging whether it was good or bad or any of that stuff. And I had printed out these calendars, and I was putting stickers, star stickers. Every time I practiced, I'd get a star, even if it was 5 minutes. At first, it really hurt. So it was 5 minutes. But then later in the day, I would think, I could do 5 more minutes. Yeah. And then the next day would be 10 minutes. And then it would be half an hour. And I just, something about that, breaking it down like that, really helped me not give up. And I did at the end of the summer. Oh, the other thing is the reward. So the star stickers are one nerdy little reward, plus learning guitar, obviously, is a great reward. But the long-term reward was that if I wanted to, at the end of the 100 hours, I could decide if I wanted to keep playing or I could quit. But I wouldn't quit before I reached those 100 hours. And I would go and pick out my own guitar. So at the end of those 100 hours, it only took me 3 months. I was really motivated. And I went and bought my first guitar, and my music teacher came with me, Senya came with me. And it was just such a lovely, amazing experience that I have to remind myself of sometimes, because I didn't know how long it would take. I didn't know if I would enjoy it or if I would, I mean, I thought I would stick to it, but it was pretty great. And I need to remember to give myself those short-term goals and long-term goals and rewards, even if they seem silly. You know, putting 5 minutes a day into something actually can add up and turn into something. So I didn't find the sheet with all my stickers or my promise to myself, but I did find a poster from my first gig that summer. So I was playing with my friend Keith. We were doing Indigo Girls songs, a lot of those, and some of our own songs. I can't believe that I started writing songs so fast. Not that they were good, but whatever. I made this poster with like cut and paste and all that kind of stuff. Like, and then I photocopied it. So these are all cutouts. And it was in July of 1997 that we had this gig. And just some ridiculous stuff on here. 0% fat, 100% fun. I don't know, I found that somewhere. There's a ticket. It was at the Casual Cup in Brookline, Massachusetts on Beacon Street. And what else does it say here? It was July 21st. 1997 on a Monday. It's good to have a first gig on a Monday. And then at the bottom it says, in 12 riveting shades, and won't come off until you want it to. I have a strange sense of humor, so I don't know. But I'll put this up, a picture of this on the, you can't really see it because the focus is off on my camera, but I'll put that up on the Patreon site. So that's my story for today. And now I need to play another song. So what song do you guys want to hear? I just have to say, Bernie, thank you for that comment. He says, I remember when you wanted to go to school to learn how to be a badass, but they didn't let you in because you were born a badass. Thank you. That's really sweet. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. Oh, I wonder if somebody is putting in comments on the Patreon site. I'm going to just go check that because sometimes people put comments there instead and then I miss them and then that's so sad. Okay. No. All right. Good. Cool. So one more song for you guys. Whiskey Vacation, Pat Victor. That would be a great song to cover. I would have to learn it first. I can't play it right now. But Chuck Norris. Oh, goodness. Let's see. I should answer Minton's question as well. Does your hip shot device make it harder to keep your dobro in tune? Okay. You know what? Yes, it does a little bit. This is the hip shot device. And when I pull it up, it's in one tuning and I have to use these levers. And then when I put it down, I'm supposed to use these to keep it in tune. So it's a little bit more high maintenance. All right, so I'm thinking about doing either, because I've practiced these this week, Born in the City or Down the Mountain. What do we think? You could tell me while I'm tuning this thing. And I know some people will be watching this later, so I'd love to know your answers to the other questions. Obviously, you can't request a song live if you're not watching live, but yeah, let me know about the dobro thing. I may actually just put around a poll because the 2-year anniversary of me being on Patreon is coming up, and I want to kind of switch things up a little bit, just like keep it exciting. And I'm going to give you guys a coupon for my website for anything you want to get there. Just some other ideas, but I want your input because I don't want to take away something that you guys like. So I'm not taking away the concerts, that's for sure. These are fun, but maybe there's something fun we can do at regular shows. Maybe there could be like a patrons get into the sound check kind of deal or something like that. I don't know. But if there's something, backstage passes might be in order for you guys. That'd be fun. And then I can put some names to faces. I've been reading your names for a while now, and it really helps when you come to a show just to come out and say your name to me because it takes me a lot of repetition to remember names. So I do appreciate that. Jonathan, you did that the other night. You're like, Jonathan Murnet. Like, yes, okay, I know exactly who you are now. It's good. Oh boy. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 Born in the Cities and 1 Down the Mountain. Oh, Chris. CC, I think it's Chris Condon. I'll play I feel like I should just play both. Going against my 3-song thing already. Okay, I'll play both. Thank you guys for coming out. I won't talk too much more because I want to just play some songs. Oh, Corey. Sorry, Corey. Take my trouble down the mountain. I can't carry it no more. Take my trouble down the mountain. I can't carry it no more. Trouble down the mountain. I can't carry it no more. This trouble weighed me down so long. Well, my daddy was a man. He doctor, but he my daddy was a miner. He doctor, but he and I was buried deep in the mountain. God rest his soul. Trouble weighed me down so send my prayers down the river in little paper boats. Send my prayers down the river in little paper boats. They're too heavy for heaven, so I hope they float. Trouble weighed me down so long. Take my trouble. I can't. Take my trouble down. I can't carry it no more. Take my trouble down the mountain. I can't carry it no more. No, 'cause trouble weighed me down. Oh, it weighed me down. Trouble weighed me down so long. All right into Born to the City. Come on in, sit down at my table. Ain't nobody that I would not feed. Bring your favorite dish to the table. I don't care if you look like me. Oh, I don't mind if I don't speak your language. Have a look at my rice and beans. Born and raised in New York City, I know darling every street. Some high class, but most will pay. I walked them all with my own 2 feet. Uptown, downtown, east side, west side, nobody shy about what they see. Rich folks, poor folks, old folks, young folks, everybody working for the red they need. When you're born in the city, born in the city, oh, just like me. Born in the city, born in the city, born in the city, born in the city, oh, just like me. Come on. Thank you, Cleveland. I mean, thank you, patrons. Oh boy, this has been really fun. I like this new format. A little bit different, a little bit more focused, some new stuff. I like playing new stuff for you, and it keeps me on my edge. And then it makes the older songs feel a lot easier. It's kind of funny. Oh boy. Oh, Mitten still can't get the rake sound on the dobro. Yeah, it takes a while. I should, I know. One way you can do it is just to really, I hope you're tilting your bar up so that the notes, see, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm tilting it like that. And then the strings below, I'm muting behind the bar. So I'm keeping that part down. A little mini lesson here. And then when you get faster at it, it's this little, they call it a rake. Like that. All right. Well, Craig is home from his bike ride, and here comes the dog. Oh my gosh, good times. All right, guys. Well, this has been super fun. I'll see some of you over at the VIP after party virtually as well. I want to thank Biff again for being on screen with me. That was super cool. Biff, thank you for being here and for asking awesome questions. You're reading my mind. So I'll see some of you at New Bedford Folk Festival. There's some other gigs coming up. I have a special announcement for a Connecticut gig that in August that I can't really say yet, but it's fancy. So when I can, I will tell you, and we will have streamers and balloons and crazy things because I'm still a little bit in shock. But New Bedford for sure. I'm going to be at Club Passim for a CD release show there. I'm going to be out in Colorado for Rocky Grass. I'll be back to Florida in February. I know that's a ways away, but whatever. February, and down in Nashville, and maybe I'll hit some Southern stuff on my way to Nashville. So let me know where you want me to go, and I'll see what I can do. I'm not doing too much flying, so unfortunately the Texas thing will have to wait, but at least we can connect here on the screen. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you soon.